So the last step in operating a duck call to me is learning the cluck and the chatter. And it can be difficult, but just as the quack, if you start from the very beginning, learn the basic air pressure, say the right words into it, then you can start using those building blocks to create realistic duck sounds. So the cluck and the chatter actually is probably something that I use more than any other call. It's very versatile because you can break ducks, high ducks using it, increasing intensity and volume to sound like a lot of ducks. You can work ducks as they're working around. I actually use it just about the whole time they're working, unless they're looking right at me. You can throw quacks in there, increase volume and intensity to turn them. It's really a great call. It's probably the hardest one to master, but once you learn it, man, you can use it a lot. And going from soft clucks to when they're starting to set the decoys and you need to pull them in a little closer, it's a great thing. So we'll start off with the clucks first, which really it's not going to change a lot from the first way we learned it. We're just going to say the word shook, shook, shook. And then increasing the speed and the volume of it. And actually I threw in a little chatter there, but we're going to learn the chatter here in a second, adding all that together. But the clucks, so you can increase that volume and use that the same way you would use quacks or strings. I like to use it a lot just when ducks are really just about to set over the decoys, either lowering their volume, or if they're just outside of it, I may increase that volume just a little bit. So the chatter, to me, is the same thing as your rolling feed call. It's trying to simulate a lot of ducks, but you've got a lot more range that you can do with it. You can break it down to the clucks, like I said, working ducks over your decoys, or you can use it as you're working ducks around the whole time. And you're taking that word shook, shook, and just like with the rolling feed call, you're trying to string them together. Take the clucks, shook, 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 shook. Then you're going to start adding them together. You can start to add quacks in there just like we did with the feed call. And it's like a little drag quack. And to me, like I said, that's the one call that I use most of the time. And I'm going to increase the intensity here so you can see it. If you can picture in your mind, as I'm lowering the volume and the intensity, ducks are getting closer. As it's increasing the intensity, I'm just trying to get their attention. With the clucks and the chatter, we're going to take those clucks, we're going to string them together just like we did in the feed call. We're going to add drag quacks, we're going to add strings in there, we're going to increase the intensity and volume so that you hopefully can see in your mind as ducks are working closer, we're getting quieter. As they're starting to leave, we're trying to turn them with the strings and the intensity of the chatter. So by taking that basic cluck, you can learn, adding those together, you can learn the chatter, and then just like we did with the quacks and the feed call, putting realistic sounds from your throat, increasing the intensity and the volume will give you a really, really versatile call, and it will make you, or allow you, the opportunity to make a lot more duck sounds by just learning that.